Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the Duncan Showroom, once again, broadcasting another live performance for you. Best thing we can do these days. We do have some audience members, and we do encourage audience to come down, and we do follow this. We do follow the protocol that requests that people do, keep their social distancing, where they feel comfortable. Use the hand disinfectant when they come in the door. Masks, if you need them, are supplied by us. But most of all, it's to sit back and enjoy. One of the reasons that the showrooms always existed was that it was a listening room. It was never a room where you're supposed to be having a conversation. So that way the performers tonight can be as loud as they want.
Ooh, really? Nice.
Well, within reason.
Yeah.
No, there's that whole thing where you can't interrupt someone else's conversation. You can't make them talk louder, which is like to the provincial government. Where did you think that the arts allows you to talk during the show?
Well, the presidential debates, they argue together.
Oh, God.
That's not arguing together.
You're right. That's not at all together.
Boy, are we ever glad. November 11th. I'm so glad to be here. I have a young nephew. It's his birthday today, Daniel. Way to go, buddy. If you're watching, I doubt it, but I'll make sure you do because I'll tell you that I said it.
My grandson's birthday also. Happy birthday,
Hey, grandchildren.
Marcus.
Great.
Yeah.
So anyway, tonight is about singer-songwriters, and it's about guys who write songs. It's a crazy thing that we started years ago. Started off with gals who write songs, and then it became guys who write songs as well. So rather than have guys and gals who write songs, we kind of kept it separated, which is like the wrong thing. It's not socially. This is not the way we're supposed to do it anymore. Like, I don't know.
Do you feel bad?
I have no idea what the rules are anymore about.
It's they who write songs.
They
now.
who write songs.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The they tonight just happen to be all guys. Hey?
I'm not sure they'd want to be associated with us anyway.
Yeah.
That's hoodlums, that's right.
But anyway, these are three gentlemen from the Cowichan Valley. Mr. Bill Levity, host of For the Love of Words, and he's also a singer-songwriter and a construction worker, which is like contractor, I would say. That's what you are, right?
I wouldn't say that, John. Contractors have organizational skills, hopefully.
Oh, well, you get the work done. I've seen.
I do the work. I'm good at the work. Yeah.
But then sometimes the music gets put aside. But I don't like to have that happen. So I'm always prompting this boy to get back on stage as often as I can. He writes some great tunes, and you're going to hear them tonight. Then you got Andy Cook, who I met a couple years ago, and he actually runs workshops, virtual workshops on songwriting, and tries to get people together in the valley because songwriting is an art form, and it's quite. It's like writing. It's like writing. It is writing.
Like writing. It's a lot,
it's like
like writing.
Prose or poetry or anything. We were just talking about what's her name? Atwood there.
Margaret.
Margaret here in that interview yesterday. It was just it's just songwriters seem to have a sense of wit about them, a sense of way of taking a song and finding out a different truth to it. To a situation and bringing that forward. And then you'll see what Andy does. He's a great historian as well. And then we have Greg Bohemian, who just happens to have a whole new CD out.
Yay!
Yes, his first work, which is going to be, we're going to be celebrating that on the 28th in the afternoon, a 3 o'clock show, an afternoon show, along with the Cowichan Valley Grassroots Orchestra. You shut up. He always gets me. I try to get that out there faster. I'll get it down. It will become part of my life, right? But anyway, these are three guys that are really anxious to let you hear some of the stuff they write. And we're going to do it in a succession. I think Bill Levity's going to start off because Andy Cook said so.
No, let's start with Andy because that makes more sense.
Right, on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
No, let's start
or
with
do we start on the left?
Start with Greg. Yeah, let's start with Greg.
Like,
back to you, Bill.
Back to you. I don't care. That's all right.
You guys figure it out amongst yourselves, right?
I just sit in the middle because I'm insecure and I don't have any actual friends, so I feel surrounded by good people now. I'm all right. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. Wait, he's still there, though, that guy. The
So who's
going to
go first?
Well, I'll go first.
Okay, Bill Levity, ladies and gentlemen, takes it
thank
off.
you.
Start it off.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill
All
Levity.
right. You're welcome.
Boy, you can pressure that guy into anything.
I can be talked into anything and out of most things. So I'll start you off with one that's I wrote quite a while ago, and it's a winter song, which is nice, and it's a very Ontario song, too. An age sadly passing with climate change. When I grew up in Brantford, well, I was born in Stratford, grew up in Brantford, but in the 60s and 70s, it was pretty frozen for about 4 months. So our outdoor skating rink was intact, and I lived on a crescent, so I just had to, chop across the street to the outdoor rink. And quite often the roads would freeze over too. You know how they just kind of scrape the roads. So you had a hard layer of packed snow that would also freeze. And then we could skate 2.5 blocks to the elementary school where there was a rink with boards around it. So that's when it got really exciting. And I played a lot of competitive hockey. Being in the same town as, what's his name again? Gretzky? Yeah, Wayne Gretzky. I played a couple of times with him. But I think most of the excitement was in those park games and just playing as children before the competition and thuggery entered the scene. Is that a word, thuggery? Can I say that?
It's a great word. Yeah.
So this one's called, well, I don't know what it's called. Skating. Feel free to dream along. Southern Ontario in the 60s. Hard snow, country ice, frozen roads, and you're traveling twice as fast. Hold on to the edges as you skate out over the fields of snow. 2 feet deep and crusty hard on top of white powder. Dig down, you'll find it sweet under the edges as you skate out over the frozen field. My daddy's out there flooding the rink. I'll stay till I'm frozen, I'll stay too long, 'cause I'm crazy for skating, yeah. Crazy for the speed, come on, let's go. I love playing hockey, the stick on the puck. I love the excitement as the big guys go whizzing past. Hold on to the edges for a chance to shoot the puck one day. Yeah, you'll be 2 feet taller when you score your first goal, they say. Yes, you'll be part of the magic. You'll be dreaming of the NHL someday. Come on now, skate away over the open field. You got your chance now, break away over the frozen field. So many layers on I can't count. Wool mittens and my long johns too, but I'll still freeze my butt off as I skate out over the frozen field. To the snowbank chasing the puck, I knocked David over, I'm way too rough, 'cause I'm crazy for skating, and the cold is alive out there on the field of snow. Is Mama calling for supper time? It's getting dark, but I'm starting to fly. Stick handle like John Beliveau, my hair's flying back just like Yvonne Cohen White. Yeah, I'll play until I'm good. Gonna master the puck on wood. I'm gonna have a slap shot just like Gila Point. Why don't you wait and see? Obviously not a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. I'll stay till I'm frozen, skating over the open fields of snow. I'll play till I'm worn out, out there in the frozen fields of snow. Come on now, skate away over the open field. chance, now skate away over the frozen field. Thank you. Skate away. I just realized I just put a bathtub into my house and I realized I can't hear very well. I've been soaking in tubs too long or something. Hearing, check. Note to self, check hearing when you get home, right? It's important apparently. Greg, what have you got for us?
All right. So full disclosure, this is the first time I play guitar in front of people. Other than I'm at home. But I figured since this is the opening song on Acoustic Autopsy.
The new disc.
Yeah, the new disc that just came out a week and a half ago, I guess. So this is the first song I ever wrote called Don't Be a Slave. There was a time when life was simple, we lived off the land. Now where's that self-sufficiency? I don't understand how the world, oh, it fuels on one thing. Oh, there's a colored piece of paper that rules just about everything. So the more you go to school, they say the higher you'll climb. But in reality, society rarely decides based on passion. They only care about the money. And trust me, life's gonna be very long if you don't like your job. And the one thing that keeps me going day after day, I don't care about your dirty dollar, don't care what you say. Just 30 years down the line, when you're bored out your mind, it's freedom you'll crave. Till then it's never too late to rise your fist and proclaim, I won't be a slave. There's always risky ones who think that they are made out of luck, who push the boundaries of legality to make a quick buck. What about karma? What goes up must come down. And there's a colored piece of paper that corrupts and creates lots of greed. So we work at jobs we hate to buy some shit we don't need, by getting brainwashed by the media and their marketing schemes. It's so sad. There's too much propaganda. Remember, life's gonna be very long if you don't like your job. And the one thing that keeps me going day after day, I don't care about your dirty dollar, don't care what you say. Just 30 years down the line, when you're bored out your mind, it's freedom you'll crave. Till then it's never too late to rise your fist to proclaim, I won't be a slave. resources are few. The food reserve depleting. It's sad but true. Gotta go back to the way it used to be. Oh, self-sufficiency is a must in the 21st century.
Great lick, was that? I love that lick.
Yeah.
Can I ask you about your guitar? It's a beautiful guitar.
I actually just picked it up.
Is it a, what is it?
Art and Lutherie.
Oh,
Made in
yeah.
Canada. Can't go wrong. It's made in Canada.
Canadian. I got mine also. This came from the same, these are the same guys actually. There was a bunch of luthiers related, wasn't there, Andy, in Quebec? And they all shared their, what do you call the patterns? Patterns, maybe. When they
Templates,
first
yeah.
started going. So there was Norman, there was these guys, there was Godin, and maybe one or two others. Seagull, is that the same?
Yeah, I think they are, yeah. Many, many, many years ago, I was actually in Norman's guitar building studio
Oh, were you?
when I hitchhiked through Quebec as a kid.
That's
and
exciting,
I can remember he walked along and he just played some strings and the whole room rung. It was really
Yeah.
neat, yeah.
Vive le Quebec.
Yeah.
We are Canadian. Nice work. And Andy, formerly of Souk, but you now live with us, don't you, in the Cowichan Valley?
I do.
Nice.
Well, been up here quite a while. Shawnigan for a while there.
True.
It's about early 2000s. So quite a while now, yeah.
And you carried on your, you had been doing this songwriting workshop live, and you carried on a bit with Zoom, have you?
No, I haven't
yeah.
done it with Zoom. No, what he's referring to is South Island Songwriters, and you can find it on Facebook if you want to join that. And we will resume songwriting. And it isn't even workshops. It's just to get together to talk about the craft and just share ideas and process and stuff like that. I do teach songwriting workshops, though, at arts festivals and that sort of thing. So, but that's a different time.
John
different
mashed
story.
the two together on you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
right.
okay.
Yeah. This one's called Happily Unhappy. I wait for love to find me, but it never comes around. I'm kicking pebbles down the road, walking into lonely town. I'm sure with you I could have stayed, but the way I feel today, I'm kinda happily unhappy now without you. Time, it's just clouds drifting past, sand as it falls inside an hourglass. Today time is moving slow, I've got nowhere to go, and I'm happily unhappy now without you. Lonely, I can take a bit of lonely, and then another day is gone. I'm doing better, I'm not staring at the clock as another night ticks down into the dawn. I'm gonna miss those eyes that twinkle in the dark. I'll miss those whispers in my ear that cause a little spark. I know we had some laughs, I'll cherish all the photographs, but I'm happily unhappy now without you. I know we had some laughs, I'm gonna save the photographs, but I'm happily unhappy now without you. Thank you.
Nice. Well done. I like that one. Possibly a post-breakup song, or just sitting around thinking?
I went to a Fred Eaglesmith concert one time, and he started just about every song with, "That's about a girl who broke my heart."
Oh, sure, Fred, yeah, yeah.
This next one's about a girl who broke my heart.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Fred, sure, Fred. I think Fred was the heartbreaker. Maybe not, though.
Yeah,
Huh. Yeah, that's a good shtick, isn't it? But you don't want to overuse it.
yeah.
Nice. Good song.
Thanks.
This one, it's called Canadian Institution. You guys got a part on it. So when I sing the refrain of Beef, Wheat, and Dairy Prairie Boy, when it comes around, you guys repeat that or sing He's a Beef, Wheat, and Dairy Prairie Boy, if you would. Yeah. Makes it much more exciting, and then I don't have to sing it twice. So I'm glad, that I never went anywhere in folk music, because I'd have to play this a lot. It's better if I only
It's a good song.
play it
I've heard
every
this before.
4 or 5 years, though, don't you think? Okay, see if we can get through it here. Here we go. I'm the Canadian Institution, yeah. I keep meaning to put the dots on here, Greg, so I can see them better. Under the bright lights. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, Lord. I'm a Canadian institution, yeah. A true blue-bred hockey boy. I come from the good stock of Saskatchewan farmers. That must be why I'm such a beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. Yeah, he's a beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. I'm tough and I'm macho, don't show my feelings, especially not to the girls. If they only knew how I quiver inside, they'd say you ain't no kind of beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. You ain't no beef, wheat, and prairie boy. They say you look more like a poodle walking, fancy talking, panty-waisted poetry kind of writing boy. I'd say maybe you're right, but I'm tired, too tired to fight. Don't lose hope, don't put out the light. Just call out on me, I'll be right there. Yeah, I'm your beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. Yeah, he's a beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. That worked good. I'm full of pride and I'm stubborn, it's true. Think only I know the way. I come from a long line of Presbyterians. That must be why I'm such a bull-headed beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. Yeah, he's a beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. I'd like to lay to rest this myth about the equality of the sexes. I mean, who do you think puts the garbage out? And who was always there when the toilet overflows? Oh, it's me, I'm your beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. He's a beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy. Usually about now, one of the gals in the audience shouts out, "Yeah, sucker, if you think you're so tough, you should try giving birth." Not much we can say about that, is there, fellas? The women are stronger than us, smarter and faster usually. But we're just beef, wheat and dairy prairie boy. Yeah,
He's a beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy.
she said you look more like a cross-dressing vegetarian, bleeding heart liberal, new age kind of man. I'd say maybe you're right, but I'm tired, too tired to fight. Don't lose hope, don't put out the light, just call out on me. I'll be right there. Oh yeah, I'm your beef, wheat and dairy prairie boy.
He's a beef, wheat, and dairy prairie boy.
Try it again. Beef, wheat and dairy prairie boy. Oh man. Oh jeez. I gotta practice more often, Greg. Thank you, gentlemen. Well done.
All right. So this next song is a little autobiographical or something. Okay, I'm French. All right, I'm gonna blame it on that. So my grandparents, they had a farm on the intersections of Boyd's Settlement and Highway 202 out in Huntington, Quebec. And yeah, I wrote this song to kind of commemorate them in 2016. It's called Boyd and 202. Let me go back to the start, yeah, a little bit of my history. Let's see, the story began with an Irishman who went by the name of Keith, who fell in love with a woman, a New Brunswick-born nurse. Ludi moved to the Chateauguay Valley and fell under his curse. So they made a plan, family theme, they had a common goal. They want to live together till the day they grow old. So they found some land outside of Huntington where Ludi was employed. That's when Keith became the dairy farmer at the corner of 202 and Boyd. And no, they didn't have it easy, odds against them, no doubt. But they managed to find a way, that's what life's all about. Took care of both set of parents, well, raising a household of 8. And at the end of every day, ensured fresh food on each plate. Because cooking was in her nature, caring was in her blood. As for him, he didn't mind a drink or two as long as chores still got done. So that's how they raised a family, and together they grew at the corner of Boyd Settlement and Highway 202. Much more than a house. It wasn't just walls and beams. The initial location to their ongoing dream. To the ongoing dream. So the kids were taught to work. Nothing comes easy in life. But they also had fun when they went out late at night. After long days of work, at the pit they'd go swim, invite all the neighbors, and play ball at the diamond. But a bird is meant to fly, gotta grow up like the rest. One by one they found their soulmates and they emptied the nest. So 1 and 1 makes 2, but also does 8 minus 6. They were back to the start, but this time grandparents in the mix. Eventually became the site where my childhood begun, where we used to play games, soccer and tag on the lawn. Somehow elephant ears and toast were always on the menu. Back in the days when a shave and a haircut would only cost you £2. I remember time would just stop, we'd enjoy company. Any reason at all to spend it in unity. wouldn't trade these for the world. Let these memories slip away, because the blood and sweat from Boyd and 202 made me who I am today. It was much more than a house. It wasn't just walls and beams. It nurtured many generations, love, family, and dreams. And it sucks to say goodbye. It'll always hurt to leave. It's just another chapter of life. We're growing up, it seems. We're growing up, it seems. Seemed like those days would never end, although the dawn would draw near. Getting used to family traditions, growing year after year. I guess nature took its toll when Keith first passed away. Initial encounter with death never comes easily. Gardening was always a therapy, the green thumb clearly showed. The relaxing bullfrog rumble made nights feel less alone. Her unconditional love and wise words of wisdom 8 years later would be taken away when it was her turn to join him. So another chapter's over, and I don't want to turn the page, because I know I'll miss this home for the rest of my days. Every now and then I smell that sweet aroma again, and reminisce nostalgic memories of where it all began. Although they may be distant, the sacrifices they made, they'll never be forgotten. I couldn't let them fade, because the story never ends and the legend never dies. As long as we keep singing this song, they'll be eternalized. Much more than a house. It wasn't just walls and beams. It nurtured many generations, love, family, and dreams. And it sucks to say goodbye. It always hurt to leave. It's just another chapter of life. We're growing up, it seems. Use the language of the soul to honor them best way you know, in an attempt to fill the void that grew from losing the corner of Boyd and 202.
Good story.
Lovely family story for Remembrance Day.
Yeah. Oh, is that closer to Quebec City or Montreal?
Montreal,
Where
close to the
you
American border. Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay. Right. Nice. But rural.
Yeah. Right beside Hemingford, actually. Yeah, yeah. Small world.
Somebody knows their geography. This one's called My Love. I can hear it sigh. It's blowing through the trees and it rattles in my mind. For you, I know that I would sin. My love is like the wind. My love is a bird sitting on a wire. It calls your name out every morning when the the sky is on fire. I wonder, have you even heard this love that's like a bird? Soft as the moonlight, soft as the skin, stretched across the holes where our hearts have been. We're nothing but the sum of the things we've tried, standing in the darkness of the things we hide. Soft as the moonlight, soft as the skin, stretched across the holes where our hearts have been. We're nothing but the sum of the things we've tried, standing in the darkness of the things we hide. My love is the wind, I can hear it sigh. It's blowing through the trees and it rattles in my mind. For you, I know that I would sin. My love is like the wind. For you, I know that I would sin. My love is like the wind. Thank you.
What did you do to your
Thank you.
guitar? No pedals or anything. Is it like a chorus function?
No, it isn't. It's just my guitar.
Really? Yeah, it's got a great tone, eh? Neat. What are you playing?
It's a Takamine.
Takamine.
Yeah,
Nice.
I bought this in 1995 or 96.
Yeah.
96, I think, yeah.
Yeah, they were making good ones then, and they tended to have good onboard electronics, didn't they?
They do. Very
Nice.
nice, yeah.
Huh. Lovely sound.
Thank you.
Okay, what have I got? Well, why don't I do one by my good friend Mr. Reed Williams? I always like to pull out a tune by him or
Read
two. Actually, this one was co-written by Andrew Wilson, and I was supposed to be there too, but I went out. It was like one of those man days, boys days, where the girls were busy, and so what did we decide to do? We were hungry. We needed craft dinner and wieners. You know, it's like, oh, we haven't done that since high school. Let's have craft dinner and wieners. And by the time I got back, the song was written. So there you go. It's called Good Place to Sleep. Things went black, I got blue. Stole your heart, but my love is true. You showed me yours, I showed you mine. Oh, we can have a grand old opera time, and it's true. And we do. Someday came way too soon. I can still smell your sweet perfume, and now it's changed. It's got a little bitter and deranged, but I don't mind. I got time climbing up this old soup line, baby. I'm coming home to you, and I'll be shaking and mistaken all of my love for a good place to sleep. Yes, I'll be shaken and mistaken all of my love for a good place to sleep. It's a climate change, growing pains. Climb aboard this southbound train. You'll be the queen and I'll be the king. Yeah, we'll make the best, we're all going green. And it's true, and we do. We'll be shaken and mistaken all of my love for a good place to sleep. So I'll be shaken and mistaken all of my love for a good place to sleep. Well, I was sleeping down in Duncan just like a rat. You came along and kicked me in the back, and I don't know if I'll ever get over that. Shame on you, shame on me, I'm feeling like a roughed up refugee. It's true, oh Lord, I do. I'll be shaken and mistaken all of my love for a good place to sleep. So I'll be shaken and mistaken all of my love for a good place to sleep. For a good place to sleep. For a good place to sleep.
Nice.
Thank you. Good work, Rito. He's still writing, of course. I met all these great writers and characters when we were doing. We did our first cabarets at the original garage, or the other building, with Bianca Siriani and other characters, and that's also where Love of Words grew out of. We're kind of doing beat poetry with, or our version of beat poetry, with musical backdrop. So that was about that long ago, I guess, that I met those people, and also that Love of Words is almost 13 years old. Are you cracking out in the bass, Greg?
Sure am.
That's exciting.
I'm getting a bit more comfortable now.
I know, I was nervous too. It's like,
What a great night this is. It's so nice to have a stage to play on again.
Yes, thank
been a
you
crazy
to
year.
Longevity John and Dr. Ted and Georgia and the showroom. Yeah, for keep it on, keep it on.
So here's a little ditty I wrote called The Shake. I'm always broke, feels like I'm living at the bar. Another week flew by like a shooting star. With all these bills, it's hard to move ahead. My fridge is half full, I somehow still seem underfed. I drive my beater car all over the place, and it's quite the spectacle to see me try to even fit my base. I grow some green, it helps me pay the bills, but it's legit, I pay my taxes, and that's for real. And the list goes on and on. I moved out to BC all the way from Montreal. Same problem, just a different place, man. This world's really going to waste. 'Cause life ain't the way that it used to be. These and social medias have us glued to our screens. And video games creating uncreative youth. I'd rather write me a song so I can illustrate the truth. You know I'll be grooving till the day that I drop. It keeps me sane, so why would I stop? You can't get worse if you play every day. So come on and join me in the showroom shake. Showroom shake. Showroom shake. The showroom shake.
Showroom shake.
The showroom shake.
Showroom shake.
The showroom shake.
It's the showroom shake.
Drifted away to the Pacific Ocean. My roots started blue before my coast became broken. Another day, another dollar in my pocket. Despite working full-time, I still have an empty wallet. The cost of living must include a few refreshments. My liver must be yelling, I've been drinking since my adolescence. Stay out late, I'm not fond of mornings. The thorn of experience is worth the wilderness of warnings. It all happens for a reason, you know. You live and you learn, the only way that you can grow. Too bad wisdom can't be bought, 'cause the fight would already be half fought. 'Cause life ain't the way that it used to be. These and social medias have us glued to our screens. And video games creating uncreative youth. I'd rather write me a song so I can illustrate the truth. You know I'll be grooving till the day that I drop. It keeps me sane, so why would I stop? You can't get worse if you play every day. So come on and join me in the showroom shake.
Showroom shake.
The showroom shake.
Showroom shake.
The showroom shake.
Showroom shake.
Come on and join me in the showroom showroom shake.
Showroom shake.
Let's take a walk down the fretless lane. Wanna take a wild guess how long you think that I've been playing? A late bloomer, I had to pay the price. I laid it on the line and saw that practice really does suffice. But many stepping stones I had along the way. I miss my brother, my bands, anyone with whom I've shared the stage. I came for work, but music made me stay. And now the best notes are the ones that I don't even play. The winter grass is when my playing took off, 'cause I learned to listen hard while trying to remember to play soft. I still have so much left to learn, so sit back, roll one up and watch it burn. Laughing the way that it used to be. These and social medias have us glued to our screens, and video games creating uncreative youth. I'd rather write me a song so I can illustrate the truth. You know we'll be groove until the day that we drop. It keeps us sane, so why would we stop? We can't get worse if we play every day. So come on and join us in the showroom shake. Shake.
Showroom shake.
The showroom shake.
It's the showroom shake.
The showroom shake.
It's the showroom shake.
The showroom shake.
It's the showroom shake.
We fade away to symbolize that the music never ends.
Nice, I love that one. Oh, that's a great one, eh?
Yeah, cool. Lots of good words in there too.
Yeah.
Video games creating uncreative youth.
Nice, and I like the one about I write a song to illustrate the truth. Is that how that went? Yeah, good one. Good one. Cool. Do you write in French as well?
Not yet.
Not yet?
That's the next challenge. Next
No,
album.
good. Yeah. Were you speaking both as a Ute?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
French before English, actually.
Yeah. Huh. Neat. Well, we look forward to that one.
You know, hearkening back to your first song, I also had a wooden fenced skating rink at the end of my street, and we too used to skate there when we were unlucky enough to not catch the bumper of a car and get dragged down the road on the nice shiny surface.
Where did you grow up? You probably told me, but
Outer Scarberia.
Scarberia.
Toronto.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
had the same winters,
Yeah.
frozen winters.
Yeah, and as you say, unlike the winters they have now, for sure.
It's really irregular. They can't keep a good skating rink in
I
Ontario
know, it's
anymore.
true.
I know.
It's true. Yeah. There were winters where the snow was off of the roof of the house and down, and literally like had tunneling into the
Crazy, yeah.
into the back door, and
Yeah.
and now they go whole winters without snow. Oh, what am I going to do now?
Progress. That's a sick kind of progress.
I was going to do one called Brother to Brother, but after all those words, I think I'm going to wait.
Oh.
Because it's just like, that's a lot of words. We'd be hitting you guys over the head with a hammer with the words.
Yeah.
How about this one? Since we can't go away on vacation this
Oh.
winter,
Horrid.
it is
Oh.
horrid. It is horrid.
Well, we got-
I wrote this one while I was on vacation last year in the Pacific Isles, the Cook Islands, actually, at a place called Rarotonga. And I think so fondly of that now. Boy, what I wouldn't give to be there in that crystal blue water. But there's a tired little cabana where they say Kia or Anna, and in the breeze the palm trees sway. That's where I like to linger with the sand between my toes and while away my days. There's not much to do there but to ride the little scooters to the pier and watch the ships out nodding on the bay, and wish I was a socialite with a lovely boat and sails of white. I could hoist 'em up and just drift away. When I need some food, I could catch a tuna, pick papaya from the trees along the shore. When I need a bath, I could stand and laugh in the rainbows of the waterfall right next door. The lagoon, it is so blue it seems that it's calling out to me. In a dream I could float away my cares and let my raft of worry wash up on the reef and sink with all this silly world's affairs. Yes, I would let my raft of worry wash up on the reef and sink with all this silly world's affairs. Glub, 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 glub.
Oh, nice. Snorkeling?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. So how far south is that when compared to what?
Well,
Indonesia?
okay, well, here's a great reference. It's in line longitudinally with Hawaii and the same distance south.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
That gives us a picture. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you played a lighthearted one. That way I can play a dark one or something. Well, it's not really dark. It's more, I guess, in addition to Greg's line about illuminating the truth, quite often I'm writing a fantasy or something. Or I suppose it's like melding a situation of fantasy and you slide your life truths in there. So it doesn't sound like it's about you necessarily. I don't know what you call that. Writing, I guess, as John
Writing,
said.
yeah.
It's called writing, yeah. Good. All right. How's this one go? Second.
It would be fun to one night do one of these as a sort of a, I don't know, a writing clinic kind of idea where we talk about process and things like that. I don't know.
We could.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think they do. People do that, don't they? Kind of pull it out a bit more, the
Yeah.
process, yeah. Well, that's my process. I spend a lot of time staring out the window. I think from an early age, teachers would write, Billy is doing well in his studies, except he has trouble paying attention to the class. Spends a lot of time staring out the window.
And then they just used whiteout on yours and wrote in Andy for me. So maybe it's common with writers.
Maybe, eh? We spend, a lot of time in our imaginations. True enough. Is that true of you too, Greg? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Good. All right, we established that. What's this called? Hold Him. It's kind of like, taking situations in the life and, my desire to be Mick Jagger, but not quite making it, or play on the Montreal Canadiens. But also, like using a Hollywood ending as in it's all going to come around in the end and have a happy ending, which is, hopefully within the confines of the song works. You be the judge. Up in the gallery, there's only criminals. Down in the front row, just the cops. Though you have saved for this bright shiny day, you're left in your moment of doubt. You feel just as if you have run away from the arms of the ones that you love. Well, how will you face yourself tomorrow when you wake in the streets once again? The harder to choose now between your family and the booze, when your luck just deserts you, it seems. You don't hold much hope for tomorrow, but you walk out and you face those lights alone. You're full of the drink and your passionate songs. You got your eye on the crown to cover your head to pay for your bed, to protect you and show you the way. But you live in a different story. That's not the way your life goes. You get tossed in the shuffle, my friend, though you see a glimpse of the way. You take quite a chance now to find a new romance, something that is better than gold. So hold him when he tells you of the man that he once dreamed he was. Just hold him when he tells you of the man that he once dreamed he was.
Nice, very pretty.
Thank you. You know what I realized? There's something in the inner ear in the brain that helps you when you go to sing, find the note, which I guess the earwax is kind of getting in the way of that right now. It's like, and so it's like, I'm singing kind of, it's faith. It's an act of faith more than anything. Geez, I hope that's close, my brain is thinking.
Sounded fine.
Yeah, sounded good to me.
I want to try that new Twizzler. Have you seen it? The commercial? For years, people have been pushing earwax into their ears with Q-tips. Very dangerous. They made this little plastic Twizzler that just goes in and comes right back out with all that earwax. I'm dying to try it. Looks dangerous, yeah.
All right, so this next song has nothing to do with earwax. It's a song about moving out here from Quebec. So here we go. It's called Pacific Trip. Oh, wait. This would help. I never touched the ocean, wasn't brought up near the sea. No, I'd never seen the mountains till I moved out to BC. No, I'd never seen the mountains till I moved out to BC. I wasn't very traveled, living sedentarily, till I hopped on a train in the middle of a pain and I moved out to BC. Yeah, I hopped on a train in the middle of a pain and I moved out to BC. I wasn't planning on staying on the Pacific trip I took. Only packed a guitar and my camping gear, only coming here for a look. But I hopped on a train in the middle of a pain and I moved out to BC. Now and then I reflect on how it could have been if I had stayed at home instead of taking this trip. Fall in love with the Pacific. And my father and forefathers were dairy farmers, you see, but I couldn't follow their footsteps, it just wasn't meant to be. Waking up at 5 a.m. sure as hell wasn't for me. Still can't say with a straight face. 'Cause I couldn't stop double dipping, burnt my candle to the ground. I'd be playing music all night long, then try to go milk the cows. You know, a flame that burns twice as bright burns only half as long. Now and then I reflect on how it could have had stayed at home instead of taking this trip. Fall in love with the Pacific. So I gave up on those chances, the opportunities were there. I gave up on my country band and the friends for whom I care. We still stay in touch, not quite as much, but believe me, I still care. Now I drank up all my savings like I flushed them down the drain. And now I'm just a broke musician, singing about his pain. Just another broke musician, singing in the island rain. Now and then I reflect on how it could have been if I had stayed at home instead of taking this trip and fall in love with the Pacific. I never touched the ocean, wasn't brought up near the sea. No, I'd never seen the mountains till I moved out to BC. No, I'd never seen the mountains till I moved out to BC.
A few sounds happier in the world than that little 3-note run-up on a stand-up bass.
Yeah,
that's just one of the most joyful things, isn't it? Yeah. How did you guys do with your busking this year? Was it fruitful? Was it good?
It was good till it got kicked out because of COVID.
Oh, right. It's
we tried
like,
to play at the market.
oh, that was sad, wasn't it? Yeah, because people would gather around and be happy.
All it takes is one complaint.
Oh, I guess it kind of made sense. It did seem a bit sad, didn't it? Yeah.
It was nice while it lasted, though.
We'll be back. You'll be back.
I can remember my first trip out here as well. It's, we moved out here in '81 for one winter.
Right, yeah. We're just going to try it.
Yeah, that's right.
What age were you when you came out?
I think I was 23, maybe 22,
younger
something
than I
like that.
even. Yeah, good. It seemed like the land of opportunity, didn't it? Kind of a go west young person.
Well, I was kind of spoiled, you know. We got into town, and a guy who was a friend that we came to visit was living in this apartment right on Dallas Road, facing the water. And he said, "I can get you an apartment here." And boom, we were in like that. And it was just,
Lord.
yeah. So that's the intro, you know, to get an apartment right on Dallas Road on your first winter here. It was pretty nice.
Yeah. I could see how you wouldn't go back.
But yeah, the draw of the sea. I have driven this road so many times, but it's never the same, like the thoughts in my mind. If I drive fast and your memory is slow, will I learn to forget you? I'm letting you go. I'm tired of these flatlands. I miss the coast. You can run from your dreams here, but can't hide from your ghosts. On the darkened horizon, the old town's just aglow. This new blackness excites me. I'm letting you go. The coldest of winters still fade into spring. Then one day it's warm and the creeks start to sing. They follow the call to the ocean, they flow. I know that song too. I'm letting you go. There's nothing behind me but road flat and long, and words that were said. Were they right, were they wrong? On the darkened horizon, the storm clouds hang low. My head's full of lightning, I'm letting you go. I'm watching the wires as they sag between posts. There's a rhythm invoked in the highs and the lows. It's a song for the road, a dirge played slow, for the death of our love. I'm letting you go. The coldest of winters still fade into spring. Then one day it's warm and the creeks start to sing. They follow the call to the ocean, they flow. I know that song too. I'm letting you go. You know, one wrong chord can just ruin a whole song.
It didn't
But
ruin it, but it can certainly throw you off for a second.
Yeah,
or
it
two.
can, yeah.
No, you recovered well. Don't worry about it. It still sounded great.
Hey, guys.
How we
You're
thought you
done.
might be
That's it.
coming
It's
in.
over.
Oh,
Give
thanks.
singer-songwriters a chance to get on stage. They just won't stop. They'll sing songs all night long.
Well, you said 4 or 5.
I
We're
know.
only at 4.
And that was great. We did an hour, a little over an hour.
Nice.
You know, we figured out how light it was that we started.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, it was
Thank
fun.
you, John.
You guys enjoy it?
Yeah.
We did. It's good.
Yeah, I
Thank
really
you guys.
enjoyed the songs tonight. Each one's got their own style. And thanks for bringing Reed Williams in on that. That's one of the things I was going to mention.
A
That,
little Rito.
well, it might be nice one of these series that every so often is to let people do 4 songs and then pick one song from a songwriter that impressed them, that moved them.
Right.
Can
'Cause
I
that's always what it is. I mean, that's what this whole idea is. And most often than not, I know. Did you do the order of songs that you thought you were going to do tonight?
No.
Oh, never.
Did you?
Never.
Did you? No, it's kind of like, okay, here's what I'm going to do, and then, oh no, that song reminds me of, oh, this makes
Right.
me into this makes me into,
Yeah.
and that's what these panel workshops are all about. Is that it brings everyone right to the very edge, and those that get to witness it, it's a lot of fun. I know there's a lot of people watching tonight, and those people that are watching for the
There
first
were?
time. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, and comments too.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Some
I'll
of the guys,
check it out.
one people thought that one of the songs you did was improvised.
Which one?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, don't tell us. Hello, Internet. Thank you.
Well, it is nice to know that people are out there listening.
Thank you for sending in donations and keeping the showroom alive.
Oh,
Internet
no, they
land.
sent in words. They haven't sent any donations
okay.
yet.
Well,
But that we could
training.
bring that subject up.
Well, I was hoping I could do a little shout out on that, if you don't mind.
Well, you go ahead. You do it
Yeah.
from your point of view, because I'm begging all the time.
Yeah, these guys, they struggle all the time, and they, usually they've got the 39 days of July to try and raise a bunch of money and get them through the year, and that was canceled this year, and it's all gone live stream, and just flying by the seat of the pants here, and anything that anyone who is viewing can do to help. There is a donation link, I'm sure, on the web page.
On the
And-
bottom.
Down at the
We make it so they can't
down
help
at
but
the
see it.
bottom. Exactly, yeah. And these guys deserve every penny that they get from everyone. So please donate.
Well, thank you very
Nice.
much.
Good.
And don't
Well-
forget, the best thing you can do to help out any singer-songwriter is to buy their product when they have product for sale. And there he is, Mr. Greg Bohem with his acoustic autopsy. It's his first piece out. Actually
Nice.
comes with a booklet inside.
Printed? Nice.
Yes, with all the lyrics. That's pretty cool. It's a nice production. Do make sure you get a chance to get a hold of them. You'll be here on the 28th, right?
That's right.
In the
3
afternoon.
o'clock.
And you can usually see them around town busking and doing different things. And, oh yes, great. Now that I got you guys here, I'll talk to you after the show about something. All right, cool. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. No, more.
Now that I've got
just
you here,
play.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, y'all take care.
Thank you, John.
Dr. Ted
Thanks a lot.
Cadillac,
Thanks,
thank you
Doctor.
one more time.
Thanks, Dr.
Dr.
T.
Ted.
And our audience. Thank you for keeping it real. Thanks, guys. Gentlemen, see you again.
Driving that highway, it ain't too far. We used to spend a lot of late nights in that car. And we would talk till we lost track of time. But that's okay, 'cause your mama don't know or realize. 'Cause you're a real straight shooter, a real good looker, they say. If you could see what I see, it would take your breath away. If I could only find the words to say. Well, I would make you mine, I would make you mine today. Well, it didn't take very long. We went from nothing to something in no time at all. And now every time that we both start to stall, well, I ain't looking back for nothing at all. As if I knew that I was the one. If I knew that I could call you my own. And if I knew that you would hold on. So won't you tell me something? I just gotta